Welcome back to the channel. Today we're with the Eufy C15 all robotic lawnmowers. They're entry level, and we're going to have a look around the setup, the unboxing, the app. It doesn't require a boundary wire. It doesn't require a stalk for an antenna for GPS. So pretty much plug and play technically. They say it only takes 5 minutes to set up. We show you how it auto maps. You don't even have to walk around with it. It does it all itself. And for under €1,000, this might be your next robotic lawnmower. Let's get started. So you can see that's a standard 2 to 3 person bench, and it's a fairly big box. It does say it's a heavy package in fairness to it. Opening it up, there is no extra packaging. It is fairly full of the brown box. I'll take it out and then we'll have a look around the outside. So it is Eufy's most affordable robotic lawnmower, C15, and it does 500 square meters or 0.12 acres max. I had planned on using it down on a lower lawn down there, but unfortunately it's too big. We don't need a perimeter wire, no RTK signal issues, hands-free auto mapping. It uses full self-driving 1.0 with the cameras on the front. Also precise obstacle avoidance, that's what it's saying, ride on edge cutting, smart coverage detection, and pet friendly. Hands-free, hassle-free, just perfect lawn is what it's saying. No wire, no RTK signal, no signal issue, hands-free auto mapping, precise obstacle, and reliable. What have we got in the back? No perimeter wire again, no RTK hands-free mapping. It's a fairly big box. Ensures stable navigation through Pure Vision V-FSD technology, high precision cameras and intelligence. What's in the box? Robot base station garage. In the garage, the base station itself, power adapter, blade kit, blade service screws, and the user manual. And then you have to connect it to the Acre app. Okay, in the box itself, we have, that's the garage that comes with it, which is good for Irish weather. And then they reckon that you can have it set up in 5 minutes. The blade kit, station screws, which are ground screws, garage screws for the top of it, and then the user manual are all in that box. Some more packaging. And then there she is, the Eufy C15. Base station, screws, power cable is a good length. Okay, let's set it up. Time now is 11:06. Okay, let's give it a go. 13, so what's that, 7 minutes? And the garage is together, and it has to fully charge before we use it. I really like these handy tightening screws rather than having to use a tool. That's great. So we have the garage ready to go. Okay, I'm going to charge it up and then connect it to the app and do all the mapping and everything like that next. But yeah, very quick setup.
So the app, you can see here before it's at 100% the battery, and we are allowing it to start mapping, and it does it all itself. So you can ask, are you positioning the garage or the base station on or near the lawn? And I was positioning it away from the lawn, as you could see. Agree and continue, safety tips, and I have to map a pathway from the base station then, and you're controlling it like a little joystick D-pad on the actual screen. So you can see here, it knows then that I'm waiting for the auto map to complete. And so I'm bringing it from base station over to the start of the lawn. And I'll show you that on the actual. So you need to draw the pathway up, down, left, right. It's very, very simple actually. It reverses out itself, and then you turn it to the right, and then I drive it forward over to the start of the lawn. Very simple, very intuitive, and nice to has both options. I know some robotic lawnmowers out there, it has to be within the map of the lawn, and that's not the case here. This also helps with Wi-Fi. With Wi-Fi, as long as the base station is within Wi-Fi range, and that was the case here. I've finished the map pathway and start auto mapping. I confirm, and then away it goes mapping. Nice and simple like that. So I was saying that some robotic lawnmowers, the base station has to be within the confines. So pause mapping at any stage to draw a no-go zone and boundaries. We'll be covering that in a bit. We've talked about the pathway. If you have multiple lawns, it can join between both and you can connect it to. You can set the path spacing before mowing to adjust the density. You can set the path direction before mowing, so vertical, horizontal, whatever it may be. You can activate the live camera. We're going to show you that later as well. So you can see first person view, and the robot will only operate half an hour after sunrise and 30 minutes before sunset, because it doesn't have any, it has a little LED on it, but doesn't have full lights to operate. And so there are the different options within the top of the map, etc. So I've just mapped it from the temporary location here all the way over and through the walkway, and then it's doing its auto mapping. It's over here now. So this is the size. It's going to be just up to this wall here. It's got a rockery to go around. It's got trees, and yeah, it's a fairly decent size. And so it's doing its thing there. I've set it to the highest setting. So let's see how good this auto mapping is. And we'll have a look at the actual unit itself. Fairly decent track wheels on the rear, but let's see how the auto mapping gets on. So it's nearly finished mapping. It's done a really good job. When I brought it in from the path there, it went straight across and it covered all on the right hand side. I went up and down, up and down, up and down, and then I went around the edge. And what it's done now is it's doing the left hand side. It's gone up and down, and it's just kind of making sure that the edge is where it thinks it is. Very impressive. Like, it's mossy, real mossy grass. And you can see here, those wheels in the back are very impressive. You can see how they're real thick threads, and so what it's popping along, it's going along by that stone wall. It has, the bumper has definitely been used where it has scraped against it. I'm looking forward to seeing what the cut is going to be like. So yeah, very impressed with the self-mapping. Didn't have to do anything. It's done it all itself. Battery wise, it is, you can hear it crunching into the loose stone walls there. It's very close to the edge, so we can see how it gets on. Can you see that? It has used 45, I'll go to screen record. So on the screen record, it's taken 48 minutes, nearly 49 minutes to map. The size of that front lawn is 189.2. We've already talked about the operation half an hour after sunset, etc., etc. So lots of options there within the map, and it has taken 18% just to map. It wasn't cutting while it was mapping. And you can set the edge spacing. So a lot of these prompts at the top of the screen, we talked about the path direction, the path spacing, first person view, activate child lock and anti-theft mode as well within it. So the activate the live camera, you have to click I accept, and then you have to also double press the tick box on it. So I'll show you that later on as well. I didn't do it at this stage. I just wanted to get the mowing done within the lawn. Then we have some of the other options on the screen with regards to the app and the functionality. So you can, the grass height is set manually, and it talks about that now. With the E series, that's done via the app, and it's done in the actual system. We've talked about how much edge spacing you have. We've talked about to stop the mowing first. You can set slow, standard, faster, adaptive speed. and that's travel speed. And then the blade speed, slow, medium, or fast. And it's always asking to stop mowing first before you start. Stop task and change the settings if that's what you want to do. And so really it's kind of a, once you set it, off it goes. You can't change mid, which makes sense. You know what I mean? It's Eufy's most affordable one, so I don't expect that. I actually don't mind the manual changing of height. I think it's not a big deal once it's set, and once you've caught on top of it, it's perfectly fine. Okay, let's go back to see how the first cut goes.
So it's after auto mapping. It's actually not bad on that side. On this side, it's definitely gotten a bit, the bumpers have definitely come into use with that loose stone wall. It's got that version 1 full self-driving camera set up in the front. And then you have the manual blade height adjustment. It goes from 60mm all the way down to 20mm. You can see it written on it there. Big red stop button, and then you have some touch buttons on the top. You have the power on, you've got the play pause, you've got the home, and you've got the select button. You press that when you want to use the camera initially, and then this is the little rain sensors here. It's a nice system. Nice track tires, and in underneath then you have, unlike the E18, it's a double wheel trolley setup, triple blades. We're going to set it off now and see what it's like, but yeah, you get spare blades and you get this spare bits and pieces, and then you've got that base station that we've set up just here temporarily, but there are ground screws within that as well. So I'm going to redock it and then let it off at the highest setting, and then I'm going to drop it down. And you can see the incremental drops actually on it. So I might drop it down 10 to see how far down I think it'll look well. Away it goes, and it's first cut, and you can see that it is cutting for sure. So yeah, we'll see how long it takes to do the size of the garden and how much battery it uses up. It reckons it'll do 500 meters squared with one charge. So let's see how we get on here.
So when it's mowing, you can see that it's mowing, bottom middle of the screen there, and it's the exact same as a robot vacuum cleaner internally inside the house, what Eufy's famous for as well. You can see it popping along there, and it's going from that center line to the left when it was mowing. When it was mapping, it did center line to the right. So that's just obviously the way that it's working out. So you can stop, you can pause, but you can see exactly how much area it's done and the duration that it's taken.
So the C15 has just been caught when it tried to turn down into this kind of flower bed. It was a lawn that had a flower bed around the edge of it, so it's not its fault. I probably should have excluded some of this, but it mapped it, so I thought it would be okay. I'll release it and then get it going again.
So when something like that happens, it says no-go zone recommendation. So you go to add, and then it has the little red dot on it. So when you click on that, you have the opportunity to, you pause it, mowing, and you can create this no-go zone then. So it can be a rectangle, eclipse, polygon, or just a visual boundary. And the little target there that it's dropped, it knows exactly where it got caught. So for the no-go zone to work, you have to place that no-go zone, that target within the no-go zone. Otherwise, it's not going to remove that recommendation, which I thought was really good. I was a bit of faffing around here. I didn't know what I was doing, going left, going right, all the rest of it. But I figured it out that the red arrow or the line, it has to be within that for it to work. So well done, Eufy. It is idiot proof if I was able to work it. And so no-go zone. I only had 2 areas in the lawn that I had to do this for. Once it got stuck, I knew what areas I had to do. So very simple, very easy to do.
So if you're wondering how loud it is, I'll shut up and you can listen to it. It's actually not loud at all. After dropping it down for its second run down to 50mm manually. Also, I'm going to show you the object detection. If I stand in front of it, that's me. Let's do this. And so, yeah, it's picking me up. It's knowing exactly. and you have the ability of bringing and having a look at the camera, and you can control it via remote control. So let me show you that.
This feature, I don't think it needs it, but it is very surreal that you can get first person view on it and watch what it's doing. So there's definitely a security element with it. If you need it, you can manually do bits and pieces. You can see with that remote control on the screen as well. So yeah, very interesting. There's a defogging option, there is remote control, and then there's a little LED light on it as well. It's not going to do too much, but very simple, very interesting that you can do this with your robot lawnmower. So yeah, this is the camera mode and the remote control mode.
One thing that it doesn't do, because it doesn't use because it's using camera base, it needs light, and it doesn't have a large light in the front of it. So one thing that the C15 doesn't do, it doesn't cut at night time, so it only cuts during the day, as per the warning that we had on the screen. Just an FYI on that. This is the following morning, and this is exactly why you need a garage, just to protect. It's waterproof and it's weatherproof, but it just keeps that extra bit of water off at the top of it. That's my review of the Eufy C15 Robot Lawnmower. Very impressed. Good price, quick setup, literally plug and play, and it's away there now trying to cut the lawn at 50 millimeters. I didn't have a topping. I didn't cut the lawn before it actually started. So hopefully you've enjoyed that. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so. Hit the like button, leave a comment, and remember, follow Smart Home Tested for the Smart Life Simplified.